Good evening and welcome. Oh, just come in. Been doing the old see, that's my hat. I wear this outside in the garden when it's hot and the sun's out. It's good, protects you from the sun too much, and it lets the heat out and all that sort of stuff. So that is that. Good one. So hot and spicy. There we go. Lovely. Little secret with them. On the packet, these are the peri peri from Sainsbury's, and there's a slightly hotter kick to them than the Tesco's, and I even add to it with this chili and garlic. However, it says on the packet, preheat your oven. I got an electric fan oven. I've done them in the halogen, but it takes too long so I put them in the electric fan oven. Well, no, it doesn't take too long in the halogen, but it's quicker and easier in the electric oven for these. And preheat it to 170 degrees C, and it says cook them for 15 to 20 minutes, which is fair enough. So what I've learnt is, when it comes to 20 minutes, I leave them in and I turn the oven off and leave them in a quarter of an hour, 15 minutes. Then they turn into this. They have a crispier skin and the meat comes off the bone, just as I like them. And don't forget, my genuine followers, the nice people who don't hide behind the dislikes and the negative comments or whatever, because the genuine ones are not scared, obviously, as the others are. If you get sick of this, gets monotonous doing these spicy vlogs every week, because I do think sometimes it's the same thing every week, but I did try and stop once, and a few people, oh no, carry on, enjoy them. If you enjoy them, I'll do them. If they get monotonous, you must say, constructive criticism is good. Bullying criticism won't get you anywhere, because well, it doesn't matter, you'll find out if you do it. Tomatoes, doing very well. My money maker is in the conservatory, and that is very big, so it proves a point. A glass greenhouse is much better than a plastic one. That conservatory has been, when I came from work one day this week, I put the temperature digital thermometer in there, 96 degrees. I opened the doors and I took the plant out, which was still hot outside, but I let it sort of adjust for an hour, and then I give it a damn good watering, and it loves it. It's, oh bloody hell, it spurts up. The Sweet Millions in the greenhouse are smaller, but they're doing well. They're growing. I water them every day, obviously. I'll keep them moist, as they say, don't overdo it. And then the hottest temperature was recorded in that little greenhouse today, 42 degrees C. So they're doing okay. Yeah, I've opened the door. I'll have to go and shut it just now after I've done this. Doing okay. So fingers crossed. I hope everybody does alright with them. What are you having for dinner tomorrow? Roast pork tomorrow. Let's have a dip of this. Roast pork with crackling, or pork rinds as you call it in America, I think. It's where the skin is scored, salt is put in, and then it's gone crispy. Lovely. Potatoes, I got Jersey new potatoes on offer in Tesco's anyway, £1 a bag. But I could also do mash, so I don't know what I'm having yet. The new potatoes are mash. Cauliflower, broccoli, Yorkshire pudding, pork obviously, and lots of gravy. Lovely. hot and spicy night. This is my gravy. Lovely. Yeah, so if you're growing anything yourselves, I hope you do very well. No matter where you live or where you're from. It's nice, and when you grow your own. I don't, in my head, it doesn't matter what I grow, how many, I always think of them all failing. I know it sounds silly, or they won't do well. But what that means is then, if they do well, or if they produce a few tomatoes and I have a good feed of tomatoes, that's it, I'm quite happy then. But if you expect there's about tons and you don't get it, you're going to be disappointed. And this is the way I've always been with a lot of stuff. Always look down at things in a way, not negative, but don't look, don't expect too much. And then when you do get something, it's even better then. So it's there's method in the madness. But it's been a cracking week. Have I told you I'm on the Carling? It's been a cracking week. Mind you, today in the shade it was cold, but the sun, but it's humid now, unless it's this house, because I've never seen such an insulated house in all my life. Bloody hell. It's that's why these curtains are shut. It's light, it's the sun's still out, but it keeps the heat out, because this side of the house is south facing. I just don't have to know about it. The back of the house south facing. Bloody hell. But it's lovely, innit? That's what summer should be. And they reckon we're going to be overrun with slugs and snails this year, because we've had such a warm and damp summer. Snugs, there's a new name. Slugs and snails have bred, and there could be a whopper amount. Because like I've said, I've had 2 out the greenhouse. I've thrown them out. It can't be the same 2, because the first time the blackbird came down not long after I chucked them, pecked them off. So I don't like to disturb nature in a way, but not on my greenhouse. Thank you very much. But I haven't seen any the last few days, so hopefully. And yeah, that's it now. Hope you're oh, go on then, another bite. Go. You must be nuts. Sit there watching it. Mind you, I must admit, I must agree, it is tasty. Oh, before I go, I have today, I deliver to a lovely place right out in the Welsh countryside. Deep rural. It's the proper, God, it's warm here. It's the proper where bloodlines of Welsh people have lived. It's the proper Wales, not Cardiff and cities and all this sort of thing. Proper Wales. And at the moment there's been some beautiful bluebell I deliver to, places, and some of them have got the most beautiful show of bluebells in their woods. And I always carry this camera, this little camera. Is what I take away with me, or always got it with me. And I took some footage today, so I might put that up tomorrow. Just, it'll say Bluebell Woods or something, and they'll have a few scenic shots of the countryside and the Bluebell Woods. I'll put some music to it or something like that, just to show people how green the place has become now. The spring's arrived, well into spring, and how the bluebells look, so hopefully they show up as good as they looked in real life on camera. That's the only bother, but it should do, should be alright. What else is there? Bluebell Woods. Oh, that's it, Arthur Dale. You asked me, Arthur. What shame I didn't film those funny circles in the sky. I always carry this, but when I seen them, those circles, I was on an estate, if you understand me. So I don't take it around me on the estate. So I was halfway around the estate and I looked up and I seen them, so mind you, I should have filmed them when I got back to the van, I suppose. But they sort of move off. They're not the same after about 10 minutes. They sort of start changing, so it wouldn't have looked the same then. But that's why I didn't film them, because I normally, you know, I've always got the camera with me, because you never know, being a YouTuber. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good weekend. Don't get too hungry. And the next video will be this Bluebell Woods and a bit of scenery to music, and my greenhouse update. But I will see you personally in my next video, so take care.